keep talking to you, even when you're not here anymore. Sometimes I sit on that old porch and I swear I hear your boots on the gravel. Maybe I'm just an old fool, talking to the wind. But if the wind reaches you somewhere, listen to me, son. Just listen. The house still knows your footsteps. The hallway knows your name. Your jacket's on the hanger, just where you left that day. Your coffee cup's still waiting by the window in the sun. Like every quiet morning, still believes you'll come. Don't go yet, my son, the road is cold tonight. The world is wide and restless, but this home still holds your light. Don't chase every shadow that the lonely highways run. Stay one more dawn beside me. Don't go yet, my son. Remember when the river was our kingdom in the spring? You said the world was waiting beyond those mountain winds. I laughed and called you a dreamer. You called me old and slow, but I was never ready to watch you really go. Don't go yet, my son, the road will take its due. It steals the years like whispers before you know it's you. The world may call you forward, but my heart still hears you run through fields of younger summers. Don't go yet, my son. Still smells like cedar and rain on dusty boots. Your laughter in the doorway still echoes through the roof. And sometimes late at midnight, I swear I hear your voice, like every ghost of memory is begging for a choice. Son, maybe I held on too tight. Maybe I should have let you fly. But a father never learns how to say goodbye. If you can hear me somewhere, if the road hasn't taken you too far, just remember this house, remember this old man, and remember the door never closes. Don't ever close it. Don't go yet, my son. The night is deep and long. The stars above this old porch still wait to hear your song. You can change this heart will keep on calling. Don't go yet, don't go yet, my son. So I'll sit here tomorrow, like every day before, talking to the wind, hoping one day the wind brings you home.
Another winter passed. The porch still creaks. The wind still knocks, but you never came back. I kept talking to you anyway. Old men talk to ghosts sometimes. But tonight, something changed.
Dusk gathers on the old road, where your footsteps disappear. Fields still turn to summer, but every year feels colder to hear. Your chair still waits at supper, your room still holds your name, and every quiet evening still whispers you the same. If the road has been unkind to you, if the night became too long, if the world you chased was colder than the place where you belong, you don't have to face it alone, you don't have to stand alone. There's a light still in this window, guiding every lost soul home. I remember that last morning when the sky was turning gray. You said the world was calling and you couldn't choose to stay. I told you roads were ruthless, they swallow young men whole, but fire lives in dreamers that no father can control. If the road has been unkind to you, if the night became too long, if the dreams you chased kept running like a half-forgotten song, you don't have to fight forever, you don't have to roam alone. There's a light still in this window, guiding every lost soul home. The wind was different, like it carried someone near. Then I saw it on the doorstep, a letter lying here. Your handwriting was shaking, like the miles had worn you thin, And the first words that I read were, Father, I remember everything.
Son, all these years I kept the door open, not because I was certain you'd return, but because a father never stops waiting.
If the road has been unkind to you, if the night became too long, if the road has left you broken and you forgot where you belong, you don't have to keep on running, you don't have to roam alone. There's a light still in this window, guiding every lost soul home.
So tonight I leave the lantern burning brighter than before, 'cause somewhere in the darkness my son remembers the way home. If the wind ever carried your voice to me, I think I hear it now. Every road I followed somehow led me back to your memory. I thought the world was waiting for me. I didn't know how heavy freedom could feel.
I left before the sunrise, with fire in my chest. The world beyond the valley looked brighter than the rest. I chased the distant highways like every restless soul, believing every horizon would lead me somewhere whole. But the roads kept turning colder with every town I knew, and every mile between us brought me closer back to you. The stars above the deserts never shine the same way home, and every night I wonder why I chose to roam. I worked the docks in Houston, I slept beneath the trains, I crossed the dusty borders, through thunder and through rain. I met 1,000 strangers who vanished with the dawn, but every empty sunrise felt like something gone. And the roads kept growing longer than the dreams I used to chase. Every face I passed by looked a little like your face. The world was wide and restless, but the silence cut me through, and every lonely evening led my thoughts to you.
I think I understand now what you were trying to say, but understanding comes late when a man runs too far.
I carried all my dreams like a storm inside my bones. But storms don't build a shelter for a man who walks alone. The city's kept on spinning like wheels that never slow, but every crowded street made me miss the roads I know. And the farther that I wandered, the clearer I could see. The life I tried to outrun was the one that carried me. Every mile of freedom felt heavier somehow, and the road that leads me home is the one I'm walking now. Found an old station where the train still crossed the plains, and something in the silence whispered through the rain. It said a door still waits there beyond the fields of gold, and somewhere in that window a lonely light still glows. My son, since you left, the house is empty. I feel an emptiness inside. I'm afraid to open your bedroom door. I expect to see you lying on your bed. But I know you're no longer here. Where are you? What are you doing? Your last words still echo in my mind. Big Baja Father. So if the wind still carries my name across your land, if your old porch still listens for footsteps in the sand, then keep that lantern burning like you did when I was young, because the road I'm walking now is leading to your home. Father, if you hear the gravel moving outside the door one night, don't be afraid. It's just your son coming home.
Walking down the road I swore I'd never see again. With every step I'm wondering if you'll still call me your son then. The wind across the prairie keeps whispering your name, and every fading sunset burns a little more of my shame. I pass the fields of barley where the old rail tracks still run, and every dusty mile reminds me what I've done.
chase for freedom never held me like before, because every road I followed led me back to your door. I see the valley, the one I left behind. The porch is in the distance, like a memory in the dark. The old road through the cottonwoods still leads me to that mark. I see the house in shadow, standing where it's always been. But I don't know if you'll open that door again. If the years have made you colder, if the pain has closed your heart, if the son who walked away tore your whole world apart, and I'll stand here in the darkness until the morning sun, just hoping when that door opens, you'll still see your son. I hear the wind through pine trees like the songs you used to sing, and every step I take now feels heavier than anything. But somewhere in that window I swear I see a light, like someone kept it burning through every lonely night. So if the light still shines there, beyond the fields and stone, if the porch still waits in silence for footsteps coming home, then I'll walk up that old gravel like the boy I used to be, and pray the man who opens the door still remembers me. Father, I'm home. Father, I'm home. Tonight the wind is colder than before. It whispers softly through the barnyard door. Your boots are hanging where you left them last, dust on the floor like echoes of the past. I walk the fields where we once ran so free, you chasing dreams
the shadow next to me. Your laughter still drifts through the evening sky, like a distant bird that forgot how to fly. The river keeps on singing through the night, just like the songs we played by firelight. Your guitar leans against the broken chair, 6 silent strings still waiting for you there. I tried to speak, but words refused to stay. They froze like frost at break of day. A father's heart don't always show its scars, but every tear becomes a falling star. If you ever hear this old man's song, ride in the wind where you belong. Know every road I walked alone was hoping it would lead you home. No matter how far the years may roam, this land, this sky, they know your name. And every night beneath these stars, I'm calling you the same. The town's grown quiet since you rode away. Some folks still ask about you every day. They say the world is wide beyond the plains, but every freedom carries hidden chains. I kept your room just like it used to be. The faded map, the old oak tree, your childhood hat still hanging on the wall. Time stood still, it never moved at all. Sometimes I swear I hear your horse at night, slow hoof beats fading out of sight. And in the dark I almost hear you say, don't worry, Pa, I found my way. But dawn arrives and breaks the fragile dream, like sunlight on a frozen stream. And all that's left is the silent land, and this old guitar in my trembling hand. If you ever hear this old man's song, carried by the wind where you've gone, remember every prayer I've known is guiding you back home. No matter where your road may roam, no matter who you became, this old house, these open fields still whisper out your name. So I'll keep singing to the endless sky until the day my voice runs dry. And if the angels pass you by tonight, tell them your father kept the light. The road home looks different when a man walks it with regret. Every mile I once ran from is now pulling me back. I don't know what waits for me there, but I know I can't keep running. smaller than they did when I was young. The sky above this highway reminds me where I'm from. Every town I pass through feels like a ghost I knew. Every mile behind me brings me closer back to you.
Father, I'm home.
The night was quiet on the prairie land. A lantern trembling in my hand. The wind moved slowly through the trees like old forgotten memories. The fire was dying in the cold. Another year of growing old. Your empty chair beside the wall, still waiting through it all. The road was silent in the rain, like every mile had known your pain. The sky was heavy, dark and wide, like all the tears I kept inside. Then through the storm I heard a sound, slow heavy steps upon the ground. My heart began to beat too fast, like shadows rising from the past. And there you stood beyond the gate, a tired man who fought with fate. Your eyes were filled with distant years, with broken dreams and hidden tears. I couldn't move, I couldn't speak. My trembling soul had grown too weak. The boy I lost so long ago was standing in the storm below. Falling on your face, like heaven crying in that place. Your coat was torn by distant roads, your heart weighed down by heavy loads. But in your eyes I saw the truth, a trace of that forgotten youth. The child that once would run to me still lives somewhere, still free. A man who wrestled hard with fate. Your weary soul has finally found the place where lost hearts turn around. The road was long, the night was cold, 1,000 stories left untold. But every mile you chose to roam was leading slowly back to home. Tried to be strong, but the world out there was far too long. Every road I chose to roam only led my heart back home.
Lightning broke the silent sky, and rain fell softly from on high, and all the years it tore apart collapsed inside my heart. Now you stand here at the gate, a man who battled hard with fate. The boy I prayed for every night returned beneath the morning light, and every prayer I sent above came back tonight in the shape of love. The road was long, the night was cold, but home is where your story's told. The storm is gone, the sky is clear. For the first time in many years, two shadows walking through the dawn, where once I stood alone. I could have met to home.